leg, and this could be it right here.
Not quite under the chin, he is there. Mickey Gall submits Mike Jackson.
Mickey Gall shoots a double immediately and has CM Punk on his back. Gall with some big shots from the top right away. He's got that arm under the neck now. I think that's it. That's it.
Coming in this fight against Mike Jackson, it's can he show the UFC fans what he's been training for?
He can't get to the level that I am currently at.
I feel like I can't lose with that hometown advantage. I want to get this win for the entire city of Chicago.
Hey everyone, we're here in Chicago and I am joined by CM Punk, who takes on Mike Jackson this Saturday at UFC 225.
My wife loves you. That's the first thing I had to say.
And I love her so
on
much.
Camera.
She's the greatest.
And it wasn't hard per se. Like I felt the weight of it all. There's a lot to deal with at once, but I'm actually really super good at compartmentalizing things, you know?
We haven't seen you, in about 21 months. So what has that time been like? Because I know you didn't step away from the sport. You just weren't so much in the spotlight.
There were injuries that sidelined me. So once there are injuries, what do you do? What do you talk about? I'm not asking for a fight when I'm injured.
How are you looking at the matchup with Mike Jackson?
I always thought it was a great matchup. MMA math, right?
People are looking at him as more of the striker in the matchup. They're looking at you as more of the grappler. You said you consider yourself more of a grappler. But now that you've done like another full fight camp, you're obviously well prepared for wherever the fight goes. Is there something that you're expecting out of yourself this time around?
Now, even just talking to you, my heart's beating a little bit faster now. And I think it helps that I'm in Chicago. I think it helps that anytime I look at my wife in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I really let her down last time.
You're kicking off the pay-per-view. You've obviously got millions of fans who are on your side, millions of fans who have waited for this second opportunity in the octagon. How are they inspiring you, and how do they then lift your spirits to say that I'm going to get my hand raised and I know this is how it's going to happen?
The smart money tells you that it'll be submission, but I'm open for anything. I might shock myself and knock him out. I don't know.
We are the friendly confines. We are Wrigley Field, one of the best places on earth, if not the best place on earth. To be able to walk into Wrigley, I know a few of the ushers. Like you see regular, familiar faces, and everybody's awesome. It sounds kind of corny, but it's just an extended family. Oh, we're getting up. We're getting up. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Phil.
Rick, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Fit like a glove. How many assholes say that to you?
I've been doing this for 3 years and it's the first time, believe it or not.
I can tell you there already is one accident where someone...
No, it's actually a couple, and it was Holly, but she was super sorry. She did not mean to do it, but she went over your face a couple times.
Where's Holly? This guy got pretty hot in there. Hey, Al.
Hello.
Oh, maybe there is beef. I don't know.
I used to travel, I used to wrestle Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in a different city every single day. And I told them that their city sucked every single day of the week. So, he's from Florida. I trained early in the morning, and I'm trying to get a little bit more acclimated time-wise to train when I'm supposed to hit the cage. So I'm training probably around like 9 o'clock tonight. Now, I don't know how many of these left I got in me. I don't know out of those left in me how many are going to be in Chicago. So if this is the only time I fight in Chicago, then I'm going to make sure I make it a W. The first event in this building ever was SummerSlam '94. I remember walking into the building and somebody came sprinting out of the bathroom holding up a sign that says, "I'm the first person to use a urinal at the United Center." What's up, my man? Good. You feeling all right? Yeah. You look good. I am nervous. I am anxious. But there's also this feeling of whether they boo or whether they cheer me, this is where I live now. This is my headspace. Hall of Fame mascot. Feeling good? You're good. All right. I'm a little skinny right now, yeah. Weight cut, you know? I'm eating like a bird.
When we're gonna walk out by the scale, I'm gonna announce your name. Next to the scale is where you're gonna take your clothes off. Stand very still as she's reading the number. Then you're gonna come back down and come back in this way, okay? 169.
169.
5 second scale right here, 4. Grab some food and then go see the commission.
What's up? What's happening in Chicago? Welcome to the weigh-in. We kick things off in the welterweight division. CM Punk versus Mike Jackson. Official weight 170.5 for Mr. Jackson. Official weight 169. Mike Jackson and CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, the wait is over. A good evening to you from Chicago, where the atmosphere has been festive.
Listen, I admire that he wants to do this. It's a very difficult pursuit. And what I like about this fight is he's fighting someone of commensurate talent.
Both of these fighters tonight under tremendous pressure. That can't be denied. But the one thing he talked about was his time away from the sport. He said, what I fought last time, in 2 years, I'd only gone to a few classes. I hadn't really been pursuing it that much.
Deserves ain't got nothing to do with it. Those the words of one CM Punk.
Let's be honest, he's a beginner at both.
Right. Very true. CM Punk, 39 years old. Mike Jackson, 33. Jackson, the taller man by 1 inch. Jackson will also have a 1-inch reach advantage.
Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Mike the Truth Jackson. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, CM Punk.
Oh, there's a nice right hand over the top by Jackson. CM is there for it. He's got to be very careful. That's what he wants. Close the distance. Don't stand the outside with this guy. Oh, he landed a right hand.
Mike Jackson thought he would have a decisive advantage on the feet, that he would track him and finish him.
He just topped him. Just touched him with that right hand.
He's landed a few. The Punk so far going through him. Studying for this fight took about 4 minutes.
Looking for the takedown.
Jackson able to stay upright, a good sign for him. Punk mixing in a kick there for good measure. The takedown defense for Jackson is held up.
Has the shot, stuffed again.
But he's setting him up with hands.
He's also not powering through. He's reaching, they're touching each other, and then he stops the pressure. Oh, look at this, look at this!
There's the takedown for CM Punk.
Step over. When you're seeing in his movement, he's very relaxed, he's not tired, and if he can keep this fight going, Punk is going to get more and more tired.
That hurt. That's a big right hand.
Oh, look at this, though.
Going hard for the guillotine, but the hands aren't in the right position.
But Jackson screwed up in letting him clinch a hold like this. Because either way, now they're on the ground.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Nice.
There you go. Done.
Don't budge, Punk. Fight. This one made official about 6 weeks ago.
That's not, didn't have control of the head.
He didn't, but we don't know what kind of defense Mike Jackson has. It's not what you're dealing with here. He's got, oh man,
Kevin McDonald.
He's a sitting duck here. Look at this, though. He's got heart, though, man. You got to give it up to the dude. He has got heart.
Big left from Mike Jackson.
Mike is just, I mean, if he'd be more serious about this instead of being so relaxed and playful, I think he could take him out.
If he turned over the right hand, he'd get him out of there.
And Phil lands on top. It's a bit of a moral victory for him.
So CM Punk and Mike Jackson mercifully go the distance here tonight.
Mike Jackson, you couldn't find a replay here. It wasn't Mike Jackson hitting CM Punk virtually at will. No answer for the jab, no answer for the right hand. Mike Jackson show for 15 minutes.
Yeah, he stiffened him up a couple of times. One time in particular, we thought it might be over.
All three judges scored this contest 30-26 for the winner by unanimous decision, Mike the Truth Jackson.
Unfortunately, Illinois doesn't allow the marijuana, so I wasn't as cool and calm as I wanted to be. But you know, it is what it is.
What does the future hold here for you? I mean, obviously, I know that you have other things you like to do in life, but this certainly seems to be a big passion.
I don't have to fight. You know, I literally fight because I love the sport. You know, I've dedicated the past 10 years to this, you know, as an amateur and as a pro. And, you know, I just have the passion and love for the sport. All the people who down talk him and talk negative about him, look, these people are not even making a walk. You know what I'm saying? And you have to give him all the respect for just his willingness to jump in that cage.
And obviously CM Punk, you know, suffered a tough loss tonight. I have to imagine that's it for him, but I mean, did you talk to him after the fight? And I mean, is that it for him as far as how many chances you're going to give him in the UFC?
The guy's 39 years old. I love the guy. He's the nicest guy in the world. We gave him 2 shots, you know, and he had a lot of heart tonight in this fight. And yeah, I think you should call it a wrap. He got clipped a lot in that fight, and it looked like he was hurt bad a couple of times. He stayed in there. He went for 3 rounds, you know. Michael Jackson, I'm not happy with. Never looked like he was trying to finish the fight ever, right? Looked like he could have finished the fight a few times. Never tried. I don't know what that guy did for a living before we gave him the shot, but whatever it was, he needs to go back and do that again. He's 0-2 as far as I'm concerned. I got the sense that he's a complete fucking idiot, and I couldn't wait for that fight to end, and I regretted not putting it on Fight Pass. That's how I felt about it.
And my last question is, you did talk about Mike Jackson. Is that it for his UFC career? Or
yeah, that's it for his UFC career. Yeah, I wouldn't put that kid in the Contender Series.